Twisters movie review analysis. A quick one here. This movie, I really liked it. Liked it a lot. It's I mean, it's nice. The story follows along nicely for me, in my opinion, and it doesn't feel like it drags, which is a big one for me. Right, this movie doesn't feel like it dragged at all. I like the action sequences, and then we have the guy, what's his name, Marshall Riggs. He's like, I guess he's kind of like a villain, right? And her friend's working for him. I guess he kind of knows that he's sketchy, but he needs money to fund this project that he's doing because he was like in the military, and he learned about this. Oh, I think he's out of the military now, right? He was in there and he learned about this prototype tracker type thing for storms, and so now he's going around testing it out, but he needs money to do that. So this Marshall guy comes in, and but that's like that's not the main focus in the film, and we kind of forget that. We leave it behind. Um, and I guess presumably he's still working, doing his weather meteorology type stuff in Oklahoma. But at the end of the film, we also see that she like decides to stay, because she also has a love interest. You know, the guy, Tyler Owens, right? That's his name in the movie. The guy Tyler Owens, and I like that they have a YouTube channel, right? So they're like amateur storm hunters, but the people that they do it, they're like passionate about it, and they also kind of like they're eccentric and they dress differently from each other. They kind of remind me of American Honey in a bit, kind of like the crew, the posse that they have. I like that some of them have southern accents, others don't. I like that fact about them. The actress is really pretty. The main actress, I don't know what her name. I looked her up on Google. She's a Brit, right? She's from Britain, and so I thought that was a cool fact about her. And but I really like this actress. You know, find her very pretty. And but what's good besides that? Yeah, this movie is fun. This movie is fun. It's a wild ride, a wild trip. There's a one scene where, because you saw in the trailer when there's like a water, what's it called? A water tank is about to fall, and we see that Tyler gets like pinned down, but like so there's this trolley coming, and somehow it gets knocked over and like pins Tyler down somewhat, and then there's this water tower nearby is about to fall, like basically where Tyler is, and but you're like, there's no way he's gonna die. We can't have him die. And I thought, well, maybe actually this film subverts the narrative, and he does actually die. And then when her friend came in, and I don't remember what her friend's name was, but when that guy comes in, it's Javier. When Javier shows up, then I'm thinking, oh shit, maybe he pushes Tyler out of the way and he gets crushed, he dies. But then maybe that would have been too cruel. It's at least rated PG-13, and so it's not Final Destination where it's like violent and ridiculously over the top. I like with the storms. They're like, so like Oklahoma's experiencing a freak tornado event, basically, or something like that, and they're experiencing a freak tornado event or something like that, right? Oklahoma at the moment, and so in the movie, what was I thinking? I keep saying too. I'm so sorry for that, but what was I thinking in my head? I was thinking something. Fuck, you know. The towns were just being destroyed, right? I think it's moving across the state. It's like moving, like from the southwest, like southwest moving northeast, basically. I want to say. So it's just moving across, destroying, like anything that. But well, they come down the tornadoes, right? But and then in the film they talk about this. Sometimes they'll see a tornado, or they'll see like storms forming in the distance. And they'll start to say, they'll like pick like which one they think is going to survive, and you know, of course, our two main characters, Tyler Owens and the woman, they're like good at picking out which storm is probably going to survive, and they're like, oh, there's not enough precipitation, oh my god, you know the word, probably know the word if you're listening to this, precipitation, I can't even say it, I can hear it in my head. But yeah, the moisture there is not good, or like, oh, the sky's too busy over there with other stuff happening. But if you look to the east, that's got the sky all to itself, and that's what it wants. It's nothing to impede it. What else happens in this? The love, and you can see in the trailer that has to be like there's like a love angle to it, but it doesn't feel. I feel like it's earned. For me, it felt like it's earned. It's deserved. I feel like at least that's what I felt like. Um, and it's an angle I very much liked in the film. I like when the mom. I guess what it feels forced is when mom, because she goes to visit her mom after like having survived a tornado, and her friend, they had an argument and some things were said. But she goes back to her mom, because he even mentions it's the rodeo scene, which is kind of short-lived. I'm sad that it's short-lived because I enjoyed that scene in the film, that rodeo. But yeah, the rodeo scene is short-lived, and after the fact, because in that scene she mentions to the guy that, because she, at this point, she didn't tell him that she's from Oklahoma. She's actually a native here. She's not from New York. Because when they first meet, she tells him, "Oh, I'm coming in for New York," right? So he's got the impression that she's a city girl. It's from out east. It doesn't know this type of weather phenomenon type stuff, and we learned that scene that she's actually like, even in that area when they're at the rodeo, she's actually like from a few maybe like a county over or something. She's not too far away actually from this general area. So I thought that was funny to me. And then in that scene, we go to her mom's house. She's got like this little model of a town, and she even has like, she can make a tornado and can like flip the houses around and stuff. And then she has like these books, and because she had like a theory in the beginning of the film, we see what it was. She's like gonna use like I guess to absorb the moisture in a tornado, and that's supposed to kill the tornado. And it's with the guy's help, it's with Tyler's help, that she learns like another kind of like a missing key that can help aid in destroying the tornado. And then towards the end of the film, we get the big break for her, basically, because the town of El Reno is being destroyed. Well, it already gets destroyed, really. I guess it just kind of delayed a little more destruction happening, but the town's getting destroyed by the tornado. And how do you call, what's I thinking in my head? She executes her plan, because you gotta do something, right? Let's try to do something. So she executes her plan, and it works actually. It killed the tornado. So that's cool. And in the end credits of the film actually even show like what happens afterwards, and we can see like I guess the Tyler's group did go back to help out her friends, the girls, because now they're dating now, right? They're a couple now, and they go to help out Javier's group, and they show like this diagram, or like with like kind of like animation with like a giant, because his team wants to try to, I forgot what they're gonna do. They're not trying to stop tornadoes, but they're trying to understand them. That's what they're about. They're about understanding them better. And so they're planting these. They kind of look like not satellite dishes. Oh my god, what is it called? You put them on your house, the roof, right? They catch the sun. Satellite panel? Solar panel. They look like a solar panel. And they're supposed to read tornadoes. And you put one, it can read it, but only from one angle. So if you angle them like in a triangle, maybe even a square, you point them at the tornado, you can get a very accurate reading of the tornado. And this is supposed to help like understand tornadoes better or something. It didn't quite get it. They got some sciencey terms in this movie, and I don't know anything about this. I never had an interest in the weather, but it's a nice movie. I liked it. It's fun. It's entertaining. It's for me, that the time, that's a big one for me. It didn't feel like it dragged, and there weren't too many moments that were like slow and boring. Like no moments. Not that kind of. You can even recall the moment in the film where it's like, this is kind of a drag and kind of boring to sit through and listen to. But no, not for me. This movie was pretty nice. I like this movie. Twisters. Yeah, that's all I have to say. Thank you for listening.